Now that you've had a sneak peek of the Wilshire residence, follow us as we interview members of the VictorEric Design+Build team to learn more about their roles throughout the integrated design and build process and what they do behind the scenes to create a client experience that is both effortless and enjoyable. In a typical project team, Eric will work with our building designer and interior designer to execute the design vision. For his own house, Eric did both the interior and exterior design himself, but he still worked with our site supervisor, Pat, landscape designer, Alina, and lastly, our project manager, Jenna. Listen as they describe their respective role in the making of this VictorEric luxury custom home and why they love what they do. If you didn't get a chance to watch episode 3, click here to watch. Next up, let's meet the VictorEric Design+Build team.
I have over 15 years experience building over 35 custom homes here on the west side of Vancouver. Why it's important for integration and design build, it takes all the work, heavy work off of the client. We do all the work for them, all the legwork, and the end product is exactly what they've designed and envisioned, and their house comes out perfect. One of the obstacles were installing the big marble slabs in the master bathroom. They are perfectly true, perfectly straight, and the walls, as we know in construction, are not. So we had to make it come out perfectly. And working with the owner and the designer, with Eric Lee, we came out with an exceptionally beautiful product. Actually, it was very good. It was great to get inside of his head. Understand what he wants as an owner and a design company. I was able to see exactly the perfection he was looking for, and it was great working with him. Yes, the owner did make a lot of changes, and how we managed it was we had weekly meetings. And every week we had a list. I had a list for him, and he had a list for me, and we executed them right away, and making them understand that with changes comes schedule delay and money. And we worked all around this, and it came out well. Oh, it's fantastic. It's been a great experience. They're a great bunch of people. They're very knowledgeable. They know what they're doing. They're always on top of things. I have every answer and every question I have answered for me, and everything I need is there for me. It's a great experience in and out of the office.
So my favorite thing about my job and working with the VictorEric team is that it is always fun. I mean, I love our clients. Everybody comes in with their own background, with their own wishes, with their own desires, and it's always like a little puzzle to solve or a little game to play. And with our clients, like, you just don't know, it's always different. And I love having that variety and that diversity and really taking care of people. I would say that's the best part. And the team, we're all committed to success. We're all committed to quality work. We're all committed to having a great time. And I think it shows. It shows in our product, it shows in our time together on site, and most importantly, it shows in the experience that the homeowner gets once the project is complete. Well, you'd hire a landscape designer for a few reasons. One, we're trained in having the right plants in the right place. We've got a field of knowledge in the northwest region of Canada, and what plants thrive here, what plants do well here. And also we work with the client to find out, what their lifestyle is like. We custom tailor gardens, whether it's the front yard or the backyard or the whole, in finding out what it is exactly the client wants and work with them in creating something that will ultimately suit their needs, as well as what will make the house look great. So I think the fact that we are coordinating early in the process is what makes our landscape designs better. When I do the initial interview, or when we do the initial interview, with a client, we get a full look at what their lifestyle is like. What are they looking for? Do they have children? Are they allergic to anything? Are there preferences? Is there that tree they've always wanted to have that they would love to have? And, you know, do they want low maintenance, high maintenance? Are they avid gardeners? Are they not? Usually they're not. So we get a full spectrum of what it is that these people are going to require for not only their lifestyle, their needs, and also their health. And with that understanding, we start the process. So from there, we work in collaboration during the design process, and then we carry them through the permitting process with the city. And that could take, you know, up to 6 months, 6 to 8 months. And with that length of time, there's somebody who needs to retain and keep that vision of what was initially expressed as a desire for this house. Once we go through permitting, then we take it in real life and onto the site, as you can see behind me. Now, it could look pretty in despair and pretty sparse for quite a while. And what we do is we come on site with the client and we review the original design. And there may be modifications that may be required at that particular time. And we follow through and we make sure that all the appropriate changes are made if they are required at that time. How I make it easier for our clients is we take care of everything behind the scenes that they may not necessarily be aware of. We do all the coordination amongst the other designers on the job site. We do all the coordination with the contractors as well as the suppliers. And sometimes there are things that just don't quite work out on site. There's unexpected things that happen on site that we really can't know until we get on site. And that's something that we'll manage, and we will not be troubling the clients with, so they don't have to worry about that.
Hi, I'm Jenna Ascension. I've been with VictorEric, about 9.5 years now. I started as a junior project coordinator and I am currently a project manager. My experience with the VictorEric team from the very start was they're super supportive. They're almost like a family, and they're really passionate about what they do in terms of the houses, the homes that we build for our clients, the internal support that we have for each other. And it's one of those things that really spoke to my heart, and that's why I've been here for about 10 years. My role on this project was, managing the budget, hand in hand with our project coordinator, Raheem, who did a phenomenal job. Everything down from ordering the materials, liaisoning with the client, boarding the trades, budgeting, all that fun stuff. Budget, schedule, and spec. So it's really important for us and for myself personally to keep our clients on track for the budget, for the schedule, and the cost. So one of the ways that we help manage the clients stay on budget is with our pre-con services. So when they sign up for a pre-con service, they get assigned a project manager, like myself. And we spend a lot of time working with the designers to make sure that they spec things that are align with their budget, and we really work as an integrated team so that there isn't anything that is overspec or the budget is just blown out of the water. Just really go through that process and explain what materials cost, because a lot of the time people have no idea, and I'll just be flat out and say, yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. And it's all about a balance. Sometimes you want to spend all this money on all of these features, and you kind of take away from that. So it's just having a conversation to help understand the clients, like where they will see the value, and ultimately give them an amazing space. It's super important to have an integrated team for a custom home build. From the very get-go, you have a team of architectural designers, interior designers, landscape designer, and a project manager who are all familiar for the whole design process and can translate that into the construction. You know, it's one of those things it's super beneficial to have your whole team in-house on the same page. It's efficient. You know, there's less room for kind of miscommunication and back and forth, and you know, time loss with just even going back and forth and trying to get answers. You know, we can get the designer on site, answer a question, move on, and build a beautiful, amazing custom home. Yeah, definitely. It's, you know, I think even working as a team, you know, there's things that the designer wants that maybe isn't within the budget, but the clients too, like sometimes, you know, they see value differently in other areas of where the money should be spent, you know. And I think part of the important thing that I've learned is, you know, you have that conversation together. And I often tell our clients, you know, if they're husband and wife and don't agree on the spot, I say, you know, you don't have to make a decision right now. You can go home, talk about it, and then let us know what the final decision is. You know, it's important for everybody to be on the same page. Sometimes that doesn't happen, even if they're under the same roof. So we just want to make sure that they understand it's important that they are on the same page and we're on the same page and we meet together. Yeah, so working with VictorEric and having us, you know, apply for your permits and manage all of the consultants, there's a lot of parties involved. There's the city involved, and sometimes even just trying to get answers from the city to push a project along can be really challenging. So it's great to have us, you know, come on board and alleviate the stress of all of that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background that people don't quite understand that goes into building a custom home, and so we can offload that and make it so that the client really enjoys, you know, the end product and the process throughout too. You know, we want it to be fun. We want to make sure that their vision alongside like Eric's vision for the design is properly executed with as little stress as possible. Yeah, so I think more so in the last year, construction costs have definitely gone up in the Lower Mainland. I think there's, you know, even before that, a couple of years ago, costs were gone up in terms of labor when the market was really booming and there was a lot of activity. So working with a design build firm like VictorEric, well, you know, we work with preferred trades, and, you know, we have preferred suppliers. So part of our work that we do on the construction side is, you know, negotiating the best price for our clients, and working with people that we trust and also that have the same quality standards that align with our standards.
And that concludes our sneak peek behind a luxury custom home build series. We hope you enjoyed watching and have learned more about the VictorEric design and build process. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact us and we'll be happy to chat with you.